A month has passed since Luciel learned the truth about Substance X, and he has now explored up to the 40th floor. He encountered new monsters and eventually reached the boss room. However, due to his past experiences, he decided to postpone confronting the boss until he could gather more information about it. As he was about to enter the Adventurers Guild, a little girl approached him with a worried look. Luciel invited her to speak inside the guild to avoid any misunderstandings while conversing with a child in public, as he doesn't want further nicknames. In the guild, he received a warm welcome as Saint Weirdo from Nanella and Monica, which surprised him. However, several adventurers quickly carried him away to tend to the injured. As Luciel healed the adventurers, he asked the receptionist to inquire about the little girl's problem. He also wondered if Nanella and Monica were at the guild to tell him that they're getting married, which makes him depressed. After attending to the wounded adventurers, the receptionist informed Luciel that he should go with the little girl to the slums, as her situation was urgent. Master decided to join them due to the dangerous nature of the slums. Upon reaching the slums, Luciel observed many injured individuals. Master explained that these were representatives from Yenis who had been attacked by a group of thieves. Due to the large number of injured individuals, they couldn't transport them all to a clinic. Suddenly, a man stood up with a knife, and Luciel noticed that he was still unconscious. Luciel attempted to use his area high heal spell, but the man managed to stab him before he could cast it. At that moment, Luciel thought about his previous life and whether he might meet a similar fate in this world. However, he realized that he is the MC in this world with superpowers. Luciel then casted the area high heal spell, which not only healed him but also the people around him, including the man who had stabbed him. He learns that the man was the little girl's father, and Luciel felt relieved that they were all safe now. Soon after, other residents approached him, seeking assistance. Initially, Luciel hesitated, as helping them for free went against the rules. However, he decided to offer his help under the pretext of charity. Luciel treated all the people's injuries and also purified the area that had been the source of the plague. Following this, he explained to them that he wouldn't always be available to help, and gave a class on public safety and maintaining cleanliness to prevent diseases. The slum residents cheered for him, referring to him as Saint Weirdo, but Luciel was pissed, and wondered who had told them his nickname. The scene then shifts to the city center, where Luciel is having dinner with Nanella and Monica. Nanella mentions that she was worried when he got stabbed, and Luciel is glad that there are people who care about him. They mention that they're here before it gets really busy due to the weddings, and Luciel turns to stone upon hearing this. Then he learns that it's Melina and Mernell who are getting married, and he's relieved that his harem is still active. They tell him that they mentioned it in their letters, but he hasn't received any, nor have they received his letters, although they did receive one letter for Brod, and Luciel is shocked to hear this. He goes to the master and learns that he forgot to send the letters, and Luciel is furious. Just then, Elitz appears and asks him which one is his girlfriend, pointing to Nanella and Monica. Luciel is surprised by this question, and he hears people spreading rumors that he's dating them both. He tells Elitz that they helped him become a healer when he trained under Brod, and he wants both of them in his harem. Elitz is shocked to learn that he trained under Brod. Luciel then learns that the girls will be there for only 3 more nights, so he wants to spend more time with them. They accept his request and take him to the training hall to treat the injured. We learn that they spent the rest of their days with Luciel, helping him treat the adventurers, and Master held a huge party for everyone as an apology for the letters. Afterward, the girls bid their goodbyes, and their visit has given him the energy to face the 40th floor boss. Later, we see the slum residents, along with the man who stabbed Luciel, kowtowing to express their gratitude. We learn that they came here to form a healers guild in Yenis, and their meeting with the Pope went well thanks to Luciel. The little girl comes up to Luciel, and he learns that her name is Sheila. She can't speak because her vocal cords were damaged in an accident. Luciel tells her that she's a hero because people were saved due to her, and he uses his extra healing spell to give her a blessing. Although he hasn't mastered it yet, he hopes that it will help her regain her voice. After that, we see Luciel with Lumina on the training grounds. He tells her that he thinks he may face tough opponents on the 40th floor boss, and she calls him a pussy. She then has a sparring session with him to see how much he has improved. During their fight, Luciel is overwhelmed by her attacks and uses a different strategy to throw a knife at her, which surprises her. They continue their training, and later we see Luciel is tired. She tells him that he has grown stronger but shouldn't try to fight super strong opponents yet. He wonders why she has become more casual with him, which makes Lumina blush, and it looks like Luciel may have another potential member for his harem. She tells him that she usually makes an effort to sound tough but sometimes lets her guard down. Luciel likes her friendly tone more, and mentions that she can always talk to him casually. 6 months pass, and Luciel is ready for the boss battle on the 40th floor. Cadlia gives him a letter from Lumina, which mentions that the 40th floor boss is mostly the man who became the head Templar, and with his skill, went on to become the captain of the Paladins. Luciel fights the boss who is using a dual-wielding technique that he wants to master. He uses his purification spell, but it has no effect, then he throws a knife, but the boss is unscathed. The boss corners him, and he brings out the barrels of Substance X, which makes the boss turn back, and he wonders what kind of shit is this made of. He then keeps trying different attacks on the boss and uses Substance X as his safe zone. It's been over 1 week, and Luciel is about to run out of food. He mentions that he realized that this is not a fake labyrinth, so if he dies, he won't revive back. He uses his experience he learned over the past year to fight the boss and finally defeats it. He gets a book from the boss battle and tries to leave the floor, but he can't seem to open the door to go back. We then see Luciel, who has learned the cheat code for the labyrinth, and is running with the Substance X barrel wrapped around him, and all monsters get away from his path. Since he couldn't return to the surface, he decided to go forward. He also finds a treasure chest on his way, and eventually reaches the boss room of the 50th floor. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.